Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 11, the final part of my full playthrough walkthrough for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. This is being played using Henrico Magnifico's 4K texture pack, which is available for free. You can find a link in the description of this video that goes to his website where you can download the texture pack. I highly recommend subscribing to him on Patreon, because if you do that, then you get the latest version of texture packs ahead of the general public, and it is well worth it. He's got texture packs for so many games, and this dude deserves your few dollars a month in exchange. Okay, so this is the final part, which means that we have two things to do. We've got to run through the Anju Kafei side quest one more time in order to get the 7th and final bottle, and then we got to go to the final dungeon. So that's it. We don't even have to do the entire side quest. We just kind of got to do parts of it. We don't have to find the sun's mask. We don't have to get the couple's mask sack on tied out. None of that. We just got to get the express mail to Mama, and then we can basically finish. Okay, let's get started. It's been a journey. All right, pull up my notes. Cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to fast forward time to 2 p.m. of day 1, and we're going to set up the midnight rendezvous. The mailman will be delivering the letter. So all we got to do is wear Kafei's mask, which is right here. She's going to move this. All right, cool. Midnight Rendezvous has been set up. And now what we can do is we can just exit. Gotta wait for him to leave. We can exit and then start the Midnight Rendezvous. So we're gonna go to midnight of night 1. Okay, and then we're gonna re-enter the stock pot in. I don't have the room key. I should have done that, but that's okay. So we are going to use the Deku mask to get inside. Okay. Take one big leap down the stairs. Okay, go ahead and speak with her again. Now she asks us to mail her letter. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, letter received. Now let's go to the laundry pool. And then we're going to meet Kafei and get the Pendant of Memories. Cool. Let's go ahead and fast forward. So now we got to go to 3 p.m. day 2. So we're going to skip all the way into day 2 and then play the song at double time again. Okay. So at 3 p.m. we can meet Kafei. Actually, let's go to 4 p.m. This way, the letter already gets delivered and everything. Yeah, the mailman's already walking away. Perfect. Okay, and then after this, we are going to go to 12 p.m. day 3 and get the priority mail to Mama. And then after that, we are very quickly just going to stock up for the final dungeon. We don't need much, but it is always helpful to just do a quick roundup. You do want to get a few Bomb Chew, but there is a way to do the final dungeon without Bomb Chew. It's a weird interaction, but it does work. All right, let's deliver this to Anju. Okay. Give her the Pendant of Memories. She said she makes her promise. She's going to wait for him. And, all right, so now we got to do 12 p.m. day 3. So let's go back to the laundry pool. This is so much faster on 3DS. You get this done in a matter of minutes. Okay. Okay, that's day 3. Now we gotta go to 12 p.m. Okay. And we can speak with a gentleman from the Curiosity Shop, who is also the owner of the trading post. Just in a sort of disguise, I guess. All right, so now we got the priority mail to Mama, or the express mail to Mama. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stock up for the dungeon. So let's go ahead and soar. We're going to go to Zora Cape. Do this a couple times. How many bombs is that? That's 10 bombs. Do one more. I don't think we're going to need 15 bombs, but, you know, it's helpful. Every little bit helps. All right, very good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to soar to a Canyon because we need to get a couple of Bomb Chew. Let's go ahead and drop off here. And then we're going to head to near the secret shrine. There's a grotto. Just make this go a little faster. Get the Zora mask out. Okay. And then there is a chest in this grotto that has Bomb Chew. You can also grab some Deku nuts. Some sticks if you'd like. You really don't need the sticks for the final dungeon, but, you know, it's helpful, I guess. Alright, 5 Bomb Chew, more than enough. You really only need 1, but it is kind of a pain to get it to work. You gotta bomb a specific crack on a wall. Okay, great. So, we're stocked up. And now we're gonna deliver the express mail to Mama ourselves, or the priority mail to Mama. Okay. So, we need Romani's mask in order to enter Latte, the milk bar. There it is. Okay. So we can do this basically at midnight. Really any time on night 3. I believe this opens at 10 p.m. Oh, is she here already? Wow, she's here already? Can we do this? I'm searching for Kafei. We found him. Yep, perfect. I didn't know we could do this right now. Oh dear, priority mail. This is from Kafei, correct? Correct? Wonderful, you really are an expert. Yes, I'm sorry. My thanks. Yes, it is your job after all. Chateau Romani. Drink it to replenish your magic power and make it everlasting. Swirl it around with your tongue to enjoy its flavor to the fullest. Its effects will last you until you travel back in time. And that's the final quest. There is technically one more quest, and it's in the final dungeon, but that's it for all the denizens of Clocktown. She says, I'm sorry, at this point in time, I can give you only something like this. Actually, I wanted to give this to you sooner, really. Okay, so we have our final bottle. Let's go ahead and drink that. And then our magic meter is going to turn blue. And we now have infinite magic until we reset the cycle, including when we go to the final dungeon. That's why I leave this until now, so we have infinite magic for the final dungeon. It's insanely helpful. Okay, so that's it for the Anju Kafei side quest. We did that in 11 minutes, including my preamble at the beginning. It's so much faster on 3DS. All right. Once you are feeling ready, take a quick look at your stock. We've got 50 arrows, a Deku nut, 1 Deku nut, well, 15 bombs, 5 bomb chew, great fairy sword. We're ready to go here. Okay, so once you are ready to enter the final dungeon, go ahead and play the Song of Double Time until midnight of day 3. And just so we could watch it one last time, I'm going to go to 11 o'clock, and we're just going to chill here for a couple of minutes. It's been a while since I watched this. I guess since that first cycle. I guess before we go in, the final dungeon is broken into 4 mini-dungeons, 1 for each transformation mask, and then 1 for Human Link. The Human Link one is basically just a gauntlet. You got some Dynalphos, Dark Nut, or Iron Knuckle, sorry, not Dark Nut. Some other stuff, really nothing crazy. There's a Garo Master in there. The Deku one is pure platforming, just using Deku flowers. The Goron one is a rolling challenge, and the Zora one has been changed drastically on 3DS, and is a swimming challenge, which you're going to hear me complain about. All right, the Carnival of Time has begun for one final time in our playthrough. So now we are going to head upstairs, and then as soon as we get up, we're not going to play the Song of Time. Instead, we're going to play the Oath to Order. The Oath to Order only works when you have all 4 boss remains, so you need to clear the 4 temples in order to summon the giants. Sis! Tail! Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the 4 who were there, bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. That's it. I won't let things go the way you expect them to. Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. All right. Oath to Order. And I'll just let the cutscene play out. think it's cool you could see Pinnacle Rock between his legs. Like, the actual world is viewable, and you got Stone Tower behind him. I think it's nice. They did a really nice job with the graphics on 3DS. As much as I complain about the changes, it just looks outstanding. It stopped. We did it. It stopped. Sis. Tail. Good. We made it in time. The Giant's call worked on the Skull Kid. Hey, Skull Kid, do you realize what you've been doing to everyone? Wait, sis, don't be so hard on the Skull Kid. Tail, why are you protecting him? Aren't you mad at him for hitting you so much? He was lonely, the Skull Kid. He was trying to destroy everything around him. That is not the same as a lonely child. We can't allow that. The power of the mask made him do it. It was too much for the Skull Kid to handle. It's because he doesn't know his place. On top of having a weak will and no strength of heart, he's a fool. Certainly, he had far too many weaknesses to use my power. Yeah, that's right. Admit your stupidity. Huh? A puppet that can no longer be used is mere garbage. This puppet's role has just ended. It can't be. Then that moon? I shall consume everything. Wah, this isn't good. Let's go back. Hurry, the Song of Time. Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Don't tell me you're going up there. I won't do it. I'm staying here with Tail. You go by yourself. I'll go. What? What are you saying, Tail? Something wrong with you? I don't want to always be running away. If only I had been stronger, then the Skull Kid wouldn't have... I understand. I'll go. After all this time, Tail, you've gotten really stubborn, just like someone else I know. You know, you guys are really stupid. Alright. I kind of wish both of them went with you. I think that would be cool to see two fairies behind Link. That'd be nice. Okay, welcome to the moon. So, we're going to do a couple things here. It's just easier to roll around. So, go ahead and bring out the Goron mask. Just faster. So, there are 4 children underneath this tree. They each wear a boss remain. The first one is Odolwa. So, we got to speak to him as Human Link. He says, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too, will you be a mask salesman? Then I'll play with you. So the masks, give me some. So you can't give away transformation masks, but you have to give away the rest. So by the time we're done with all 4 dungeons, we will have given away every single mask, and that's why you need them all. When you complete all 4 dungeons, or all 4 mini dungeons, you'll have no masks left, and the kid will feel bad for you and give you a mask to play with. So that's the Fierce Deities mask. All right, let's just give them away in the order we got them, pretty much. Hide and seek, let's play. All right, I'll hide. All right, this is the Odolwa dungeon, or the Deku dungeon. It's fairly simple. We just got to do some platforming. If you are missing any masks, you can wear the Mask of Truth and speak with these Gossip Stones, and they will tell you where specific masks are. And if you want to leave, you just play the Song of Time. All right. Cool. So this is always really helpful if you press R. We haven't done that in a long time, but if you press R while as Deku Link, you get to see in first person. All right, so what I recommend here is drop onto this one and then immediately burrow, and then we are actually just going to pop up and then go backwards into this one. And then burrow again, and then we're going to get huge air in order to reach the heart piece over here for heart piece number 49. All right, that's 49 out of 52. Can you believe it? We're almost done with heart pieces. Isn't that crazy? All right. I don't know. Can you make this? I kind of don't think you can. Maybe. Nope. That's okay. We'll just redo it. It's not a big deal. It's quick. Now, you may be thinking, well, I got the piece of heart. Why don't I just go back, the way I came? You need to find the child. It's a hide-and-seek game, like he said. You have to find the child. If you don't find the child, then you can't spend more masks. So he wants masks coming and going, basically. Oh, boy, let's go this way. I wasn't going to make that in time. We're going to do the same thing. All right. Now we're just going to wait, and we're going to go to the other side. Brilliant. Okay. That's the Deku dungeon. Very quick. Not hard at all. They get harder, but that one's pretty quick. Okay. You found me. Hey, I want more masks. I bet you do. So Child's Play is the final quest. Can I ask a question? Your friends, what kind of people are they? I wonder, do those people think of you as a friend? Okay, so that's one child down. Now let's go ahead and find Goht's remains so we can do the Goron mini-dungeon. That's Gyorg. This is Twinmold. That's Goht. Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? Then I'll play with you. So the masks, give me some. More. So you're never going to need these masks in any of the dungeons, don't worry. You're not, like, gimping yourself by choosing certain masks. Just give them as you can. All right. Welcome to the Goron dungeon. This is weirdly difficult on 3DS due to some placement changes, in my opinion. But basically what we're going to do is we are going to curl up into a ball and then try to aim for dead center. And then we're going to ricochet off of a bunch of open chests. Just like that. Oh, that's fine. It happens. It's very tough. It's weird on 3DS. So try to aim for dead center, and then you can literally let go of the stick if you aim it correctly. I'm not touching anything. I just moved, and then that was it. I'm going to tilt. Nah, actually, I think we're okay. All right. Once you reach here, just press A to stop. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to create ourselves a checkpoint to make our lives easier. So we're going to come over here, and then we're going to aim for this door. We're going to go in the door, and it's technically the exit. However, we're going to just pop back out, and then that's going to give us a new spawn point. Wow, that is bright. So there's the child, but we haven't gotten our heart piece yet. Okay, now we have a new checkpoint. So anytime we fall, we will just spawn right here. So now we're going to come back across just the way we came. Whoa. Okay, we're going to come over here. And then we have to follow this path. However, we don't have any chests to bounce off of here. Oh, God, I should have restarted. But that's why we make the checkpoint. Okay, try to aim for center as best you can. Think that's okay. Perfect. That sends you right into the heart piece. Heart piece 50. And then just drop. And that's why we create the spawn point, because then we could just leave. Okay, that is hard. I'm not going to lie to you. I just did that well, but you just want to try to aim for center or just either aim for center or aim slightly for the outer chest in the two that you're going to bounce off of. So the one closest to you is always going to, if you were to hit the one close to you, you're always going to get knocked into the pit. If you hit center, you're basically fine, but if you can even cheat a little bit and go for the further one, and then that should send you on an okay path. You may have to adjust a little bit, but just aim for center as best you can going along that route, and you're okay. He wants more masks. All right, I will tell you, when I recorded this walkthrough previously, 3DS version, that took me a while. That took me like 20 minutes, so I'm glad this is going so well. But it's about to come to a screeching halt, because now we're going to do Gyorg's remains for the Zora dungeon. This one is rough. Gyorg, how you doing? Okay. I like how Link is, like, taken aback by the fact that he wants more. Okay. So, the Zora dungeon has been changed drastically on 3DS. It is very different now. So, I'm going to link a page on zeldadungeon.net, of course, for their very helpful map. It's literally made in like MS Paint. It's nothing crazy, but it just explains what you need to do. Okay, so here on 3DS, we've got a couple of places that we can go. So from this platform, we are going to go, we're going to dive in, and then we're going to take the left path, the right path, and then the middle path. This is a lot harder than it sounds, because on 64, you just swim and then you end up at a heart piece, or you swim and you end up at the exit. On 3DS, for some strange reason, they make you hit crystal switches in weird places, and like, when I say weird places, I mean you can't just dive and use electricity and hit it. You've got to like sink to the bottom, hit it with your fin, and then start swimming. So, not only that, but the crystal switch starts a timer for a gate that we have to make it to, and in order to get past the gate, we've got to come up through the water like we did in Stone Tower Temple. So it's very, very frustrating sometimes, and I hope this goes well, but this is why we have infinite magic. Okay, so our first destination is the heart piece, so it's left, right, middle. So here's our first crystal switch, but of course, it stops us dead in our tracks. Nope. That's not what I wanted. All right. We got left. And here's our first exit, sort of thing. All right. Now we're going to go to the right. Now we're going to go to the middle. So what I recommend doing here, sink to the bottom. And then hit it, because you're going to have to do it's going to restart you anyway. So now we're going to aim for the middle. So go to the middle one. Thank God. Whew. Okay, piece of heart done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to deliberately go into the pit to void out and go back to the start. Okay, we are now back at the very start. So next we have to do left, right, left, right, top. So we go left. Go to the right. Okay. Okay. And once again, sink down to the bottom. Now we gotta go through the top one. My headphones just cut out. All right, top one. Your camera may get a little weird here, so just mind that. Oh my god, first try. Okay, keep going. Oh, wow, first try on both. Hell yeah. That is hard. That is very hard, but that's the path you take. Go ahead and speak with the Gyorg child. More. More. Thanks, you're nice. Can I ask you a question? The right thing. What is it? I wonder, if you do the right thing, does it really make everybody happy? Asking life's questions. Okay. Final remain is going to be Twinmold, which is Link's mini dungeon. Just a combat challenge, nothing crazy. It does have one puzzle that requires a bomb chew. However, it actually doesn't technically require a bomb chew, and I will explain that when we get to it. I'm gonna leave the Mask of Truth just so I could show you the Gossip Stone interactions. It's painful giving away the masks after everything you do to get them, you know? And don't worry, when you play the Song of Time, you'll get everything back. And when you beat the game and go, you know, go back, you have everything. So don't worry, you're not permanently losing anything. It's just for the purpose of the dungeon. Okie doke. Go ahead and take out the Great Fairy Sword to make your life that much easier. Oh, that's just magic, I guess. Okay. It's a real buddy, Dinalfos. There you go. Great Fairy Sword, man. It does damage. Okay, so if you'd like, you can speak with the Gossip Stones, like I said. And then they will tell you where masks are. It seems the one cursed by the strange, sparkling gold spiders had the Mask of Truth. That's funny, you wouldn't be able to read this without the Mask of Truth. Unless you can read these ones? Nope. What a dumb hint. Alright, Garo Master. I'm gonna do this regular. I just wanted to be able to block. Turn the camera. Jesus. Wow, really? Oh, I was thinking maybe I need to ice arrow this guy, but it's okay. Oh, no, not that. I wanted Link to roll. There we go. All right, that's the Goron Master. He will blow himself up, so just stand away from him. Okay, that reveals a chest. And we hook shot up to the chest. Arrows. Go figure. Okay. Seems his mother, Madame Aroma, had Kafei's mask. So yeah, tell you where all the masks are. Not all of them, but, you know, ones that you might have missed. All right, Iron Knuckle. We've fought a couple of these. Just do forward stabs. There you go, Iron Knuckle. Link's dungeon is the easiest, considering you have 19 hearts, every sub-weapon, like everything, you know? It's just very easy. Hey, we got 10 Bomb Chew. Okay, so the reason for the Bomb Chew is because we would normally need to blow up that crack. However, I'm going to show you an interaction that's a little weird. I'm not sure if this only works if you've run out of Bomb Chews, but if you were to play the Song of Storms to this Gossip Stone, it'll cause the cracks to break. Now, again, not 100% sure. Oh, wrong way. Not 100% sure if this works if you have Bomb Chews in your inventory. It does. So, it basically hits the switch behind the crack and causes the ladder to spawn. I'll show you how to do this normally. It's just a weird little trick they give you. I guess it's sort of like a failsafe. I don't know how you would think to do that. Playing the Song of Storms to a Gossip Stone always gives you a fairy, so maybe they're kind of counting on that a bit. But we're basically just going to wait until this starts blinking. Nope. We got to send it way sooner. Cool. So you would shoot that eye switch. Okay, and then there is Piece of Heart, number 52 of 52. We finally have all 20 hearts. It's a miracle. It seems the owner of the Curiosity Shop was keeping the Keaton mask. Doesn't exactly explain how to get it, though. What? Is there another crack in here? I think it's on the ceiling. Sure is. No. Alright. Okay, so let me just see if Song of Storms works on this one. It does not. Okay. All good. Go ahead and take out your Bomb Chew again, and we're going to line it up here. This one. Perfect. All right, and then fire arrows. Very good. Okay, that's it. I have to unequip it. I have to sneeze, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, final mask. Your true face. What kind of face is it? I wonder, the face under the mask. Is that your true face? Again, asking life's tough questions. Okay, let's go ahead and speak with the Majora child, who is sitting under the tree, and all of his friends have now left, which is kind of our fault. On 3DS, there's a save quill here, if you'd like. Everyone has gone away, haven't they? Will you play with me? You don't have any masks left to share, do you? Well, let's do something else. Let's play good guys against bad guys. Yes, let's play that. You got the Fierce Deity's mask. Could this mask's dark powers be as bad as Majora? Tremendous power is emanating from within. There you go. Final mask. Are you ready? You're the bad guy, and when you're bad, you just run. That's fine, right? Well, shall we play? Okay, welcome to the final boss room. The Fierce Deity's mask only works in boss rooms. However, on 3DS, it also works in fishing holes, oddly enough. But go ahead and equip it. Fierce Deity Link basically has adult Link's model from Ocarina of Time. However, he has this really sick Helix sword. And part of the reason that we need infinite magic is because if you were to target something and press B, it shoots beams, kind of like Zelda 2 or A Link to the Past. And that's going to destroy Majora. Now, if you do not have this, if you weren't able to get all the masks for whatever reason, Majora can be defeated through normal means. Light arrows are effective, as well as Zora fins. I'll explain as we go through the fight, but eventually it does just kind of become like a brute force kind of fight, where you're just using light arrows to stun him, and then your sword to go in for the kill. Majora's Mask. So for this one, again, if you don't have Fierce Deity, just use light arrows to stun him. However, we have the power of Fierce Deity and infinite magic by our side, so this is going to be very easy. After you damage Majora's Mask, the 4 remains will come out, and you want to kill them as well. Same sort of method. Just, you know, use whatever you like. Arrows work just fine. Got to be careful, because Majora's Mask will come spinning. Masks are spooky. All right. Now for phase 2. This looks insane on 3DS. Like, just the lighting on Majora's Mask is nuts. Okay. This is Majora's Incarnation. Same deal. There's a 50-50 chance that he dances around. Otherwise, he can start hitting you right away. So this is either you're going to take damage or you're not when the fight starts. Kills all the no-hit runs. Again, arrows, sword will do the trick, just, you know, a bit harder. For the third and final phase, we have Majora's Wrath. And with the Fierce Deity's Mask, it's very easy. You do the same exact thing you did in Majora's Incarnation. However, if you don't, then you just gotta wait. Wait until he starts swinging, and then you can just go in on him. That's it. That's Majora, and that's the power of Fierce Deity. I love, love, love that this game rewards doing all the side quests with something so powerful that it deletes the final boss in just a matter of seconds. Majora's Mask is a game that is entirely about side quests. That is why I love it. There's only 4 dungeons in the entire game if you don't count the moon. That's it. Have you ever heard of a Zelda game with 4 dungeons? I mean, kind of Wind Waker a little bit, but there's not many in that game. But for real, like, Majora's Mask kind of like turns the formula on its head, which is why I really like it. The focus is not about getting medallions and spiritual stones or pendants and crystals. It's about getting masks. doing side quests, helping people. Yes, you have to get the 4 boss remains, but even when you finish a dungeon, the world changes in significant ways. A lot of people stress about the time mechanic. I really love it because it means that the world is alive and it's a living, breathing thing. And I love it so much. But here we are on a dawn of a new day. And depending on what you have done throughout the game and who you've helped, your ending sequence will be a little bit different. So the fairies say, he's awake. You guys, you hadn't forgotten about me? You still thought of me as a friend? Did you save me? I thought they didn't want to be friends with me. But they hadn't forgotten about me. Friends are a nice thing to have. Could you be my friend too? I like how Epona reacts because she remembers the beginning of the game. You have the same smell as the fairy kid who taught me the song in the woods. I know. Let's do something. Oh, so the evil has left the mask after all. Well now, I finally have it back. Since I am in the midst of my travels, I must bid you farewell. Shouldn't you be returning home as well? Whenever there is a meeting, a parting is sure to follow. However, that parting need not last forever. Whether a parting be forever or merely for a short time, that is up to you. With that, please excuse me. But you sure have managed to make quite a number of people happy. The masks you have are filled with happiness. That is true. This is a truly good happiness. Just fades away. Well, both of us have gotten what we were after, so this is where you and I part ways, isn't it? You know, it was kind of fun. Well, it's almost time for the carnival to begin, so why don't you just leave and go about your business? The rest of us have a carnival to go to. I don't like that he gets dismissed. That's very weird. Guy just saved your world. Link! And now you regret it? Like what? Come on. Thank you. And that is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Like I said, it's my favorite Zelda. Kind of rotates in the top 3 between Breath of the Wild and A Link to the Past. And even Wind Waker sometimes, depending on the day. But it's a fantastic game. Yeah, I mean, I talked about it. I talked about my experience with it during the Rupee grind, but this is the first game that I ever played where I stayed up way too late playing a game at a friend's house. While he was asleep, and I just kept grinding. Really, really loved this game. I knew at a young age, it came out when I was 12. I knew that it was different. I knew that it was special, and I replay it all the time. The funny thing, I mentioned this as I was going through the walkthrough, but this is the second time that I have fully completed this walkthrough for the 3DS version. The first time was done using the texture pack, but there was a bug where I could not leave. I'll actually disable the second screen now. There was a bug where, oops, wrong screen. There was a bug where I could not leave this building right here. I could not leave that building without the game crashing. Similar to what we've run into in this playthrough with Grottos, could not leave that building. The game would crash. And so I reached out to Henrico and I was like, hey, like, do you have any idea why this might be? I sent him some crash logs and he was like, I have no idea. Like, I'm not a developer for the emulator. I just do the texture packs, but I truly have no idea. I'm sorry. So like, all right, no big deal. So that was January of last year, January of 2024. And so I stopped literally halfway through the walkthrough because I was in Great Bay. And then I built a new computer in November of 2024. And I was like, oh, maybe it was my computer. Let me try it again. Still didn't work. And then I went into Henrico's Discord again and saw that he had released version 2.1 of the texture pack. So I tried that out, and it worked. I was able to leave the building without any crashes. And so I was like, oh, let me pick up the walkthrough again. So I literally picked it up from that point and finished it 10 months later. However, the problem was that I kept forgetting the changes that I had made to the 3DS walkthrough compared to the N64 one. So when I'm recording this, I'm always using my N64 notes. However, I forgot the things that I had done differently to be a bit more efficient. Most notably, the heart piece in Akana Canyon the second night of the Akana Graveyard in the second night after you kill that Iron Knuckle. And so the whole time, I was like a heart piece off in my count. I kept saying the wrong numbers. I kept going to places I'd already been because I'd done them in a different order. And I finished the walkthrough, but I just was like so deeply unsatisfied with it. And I was like, I can't release this. Like, this just, it doesn't feel good. I am a stickler for detail. I'm a stickler for accuracy in my walkthroughs. I make mistakes, but nothing too drastic. But this just felt like I was saying the wrong things for like 6 hours in a walkthrough, just doing the wrong thing. And so I re-recorded the whole thing, and this is it. This is the end now. So literally 13 months after I started this walkthrough, it's finally done, and I'm very, very glad to have it out there. The 3DS version, despite all the changes, I still really like it. I was so hype when it came out, or when it was announced, and even more excited when it came out. I owned the special edition 3DS. It's like, it looks gold and it has the Majora's Mask on it. Weirdly, that's like one of the most valuable pieces of gaming memorabilia that I own, but I still use the 3DS. Like, it's a worn-in 3DS. But I have that. I got that when it came out. And I even have the collector's edition of the game that came with a little statue of Skull Kid. So, yeah, it's one of my favorite games, and I truly, truly love it. And I love how, even in the credits, it shows the people that you have helped. Your credits will be different if you have not helped everybody. And I think that's really, really sick. It's just one of my favorite details of this game is the side quests even affect the credits. Okay, so what is next for the channel? Well, it is February 3rd, 2025. This will go live on the 4th. I don't know what's next. I think most likely will be Elden Ring Night Rain. I was not invited to the network test that's happening in a couple of weeks. Even if I was, I won't be here during those days, so I'm not exactly upset about it. But wasn't invited to that, so I won't be doing any preview content, so the channel will likely go quiet for a while again. I kind of have a desire to do an Ocarina of Time walkthrough, or an Ocarina of Time 3D walkthrough using Henrico's texture pack again. But there's really no differences or real differences between the N64 and 3DS versions of those games. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. That might be like a next year thing. Real quick, this is the saddest part. This is the Deku butler finding his son and mourning him. And that's tough. That's the last thing you see before the end. And I think that's so sad. But they end the game on a bit of a downer. So I think that's kind of sick. The theory, the working theory, I'm not sure if this is part of the official timeline or how the official timeline goes, but the timeline theory when this game came out was that when Link goes back in time or gets sent back in time at the end of Ocarina of Time, he comes to the woods searching for Navi, gets sucked into Termina, deals with everything in Termina, and then in order to find his way back, he leaves on a raft, or leaves on a boat, and then crash lands on Koholint Island, and Link's Awakening starts. So that was kind of the theory. I don't believe that's how it works anymore, but kind of thought that was nice. In any event, that's Majora's Mask 3D. I hope this has been helpful to you. We'll see if I do Ocarina of Time 3D. I already covered Ocarina of Time and Master Quest on this channel using the GameCube version. Like I said, there's really not much different in the two versions. I'm a big credits watcher, so I'll let this play out here for another few minutes, but shout out to the team at Grezzo. I think they did a fantastic job. I personally don't agree with all the changes that they've made, especially around the Zora swimming and a couple other things. I think it just makes the game worse, and it also takes out some... The Ice Arrow change takes out some creative problem solving, and takes player agency away, and I'm never in favor of that, even if it means simplifying things in the end. I just don't think it makes for good gameplay, really. In any event, I think Grezzo did a wonderful job, and I think they did an even better job with Ocarina of Time. I think, like, graphically and realizing this world in Majora's Mask, it's incredible. It's the best it's ever looked, but I think Ocarina of Time 3D is, like, the complete package. It's the best way to play that game, with the exception that it's... The only thing against it is that it's on 3DS and not like the Switch or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's not on something that you can kind of pick up and play right now, even via emulation. It's stuck on 3DS, and I wish it weren't. Like, I wish there was maybe a 3DS emulator on Switch, or if they would just re-release Ocarina of Time 3D on Switch, I think it would sell really, really well. But Nintendo often doesn't do stuff like that, so we'll see what happens in the future. But I, for a long time, never thought this game would come, even when Ocarina of Time 3D came out. I didn't think Majora's Mask was coming. I didn't think they wanted to do it. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say about this game, other than it's one of my favorites, and I hope this has been helpful to you. I'm not sure how long the Grezzo credits are. I don't remember the last time I've watched them. I think after I finished the previous recording of this walkthrough, I think I just ended it after Saria's song plays. I don't think there's much left here because we're on special thanks. Well, this roll could be quite long. Eiji Aonuma. What a god. That guy's crazy. I can't believe he made the Zelda series. That's just so nuts to me. Rest in peace, Satoru Iwata. Damn, that man was a serious legend, and that was the first celebrity death that really affected me. That was a really, really good man. At least from what I heard. Yeah, his Iwata Ask series was perfect. The end. Thanks for using my texture pack. No problem, Henrico. Like I said, when you are done, you definitely want to save. And then when you return to Clocktown, you can load your file. You'll start at dawn of the first day. You do not start at dawn of the new day. But you'll notice we have all 20 hearts and all 5 transformation masks if we include the Giant's Mask. And the final thing that I will show you is Fierce Deity Mask is able to be used in boss rooms. So if you need to re-challenge a boss, go for it. You don't, unless you're missing heart pieces or something, you probably don't really have to. However, on 3DS, they did add the fishing holes, and Fierce Deity Mask can be used in the fishing holes. I think it is needed to catch certain fish. I've, honest to God, never fished in these fishing holes, ever. Despite having fishing hole passes, from the Deku Scrub Playground. Never fished, but I do think you need Fierce Deity, or kind of like Adult Link, in order to fish up certain fish. So I'll show you that now. So there's 2 fishing holes. There's the one here, and then, of course, the one in Great Bay. And you'll see that the Fierce Deity Mask can now be used. Cool. There you go. So if you speak with the guy, says, hey, so feeling like going fishing, no time limit, 50 rupees, free if you got a fishing hole pass. We got 4 of those. Just fork it over. We can do the sinking lure. And there you go. Now you can fish if you'd like. So that's Majora's Mask 3D. Again, wow, landed on there. Never done this before. But yeah, it's fishing just like, oh wow, we caught a fish. This one definitely is nothing special. I'm going to use my Ocarina of Time fishing skills here. And remember that when he jumps, I'm going to let go. Okay, see what happens. We're going to catch a fish here. Hello? Brother, catch the fish. There we go. It's not a very big fish. Termina bass, 6 centimeters. Anyway, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this has been helpful to you. I will give a thank you to my channel members as always. Let's see here. Thank you very much to John Aldridge. I'm still getting up, I just remember. Thank you very much to John Aldridge with 57 months, Silver Bullet 13 with 44 months, Daniel Cockerill with 39 months, Greg with 28 months, and X Lightning 84 with 23 months. Special shout out to Silver Bullet 13. You are actually the reason I wanted to finish this because I know you said that you were going to be canceling your membership after 4 years. He's a close personal friend of mine, one of my best friends. So I want to make sure he got his last $5 worth if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's it. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, there will not be any more guides, but still subscribe to the channel as I may cover a game that you like in the future. Don't forget to join my community Discord. The link for that is in the description below. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, you can do so by becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.